The broadcast is now attendant only mode.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll discuss important topic on financial planning for NRIs. As financial planning applies to all individuals, as every individual from having a professionally created structured financial plan in place to help achieve his life goals, such as planning for a child's education and marriage, even planning to purchase a property in India or abroad, planning for one's retirement. Again, this could be in India or abroad. Thus, financial planning plays a very important part. NRI are equally important as we Indian residents are. There's not much difference between them as both have their goals which needs to be achieved with the cash flow they have. But in the case of NRI, extra precautions to be taken in the form of understanding the currency fluctuations, taxation and income expenses pattern in the country of residence and where they want to enjoy the goal. Financial planning for NRIs becomes more important when they have plans to come back to India in the near term or after retirement. Now, let's move ahead to understand some basics about financial planning and why there is a need of financial planning for NRIs. Understanding financial planning for NRI. Financial planning is a process of goal planning where, as a financial planner, we measure their goals into a monetary terms like buying a car or a house, child marriage, or abroad property, or any other education. Even financial planning is a uniform process that it's keep on regular updating. A financial planner needs to regular update a financial plan. Even for the client also, financial planning needs a regular update of their tasks. It's just like changes in their income. Financial planning is not limited to investments, as financial planning is not about equity investment or any other mutual investment. It's about investment and tax planning and retirement planning and insurance planning. Just like we have a lot of issues with their money management. So financial planning is also one of the important aspects in managing our money. Financial planning helps us in showcasing our present and future financial lifestyles. Even financial planning help us in preparing our life cash flow series. These life cash flow series let us know the income that we are getting it over our monthly period or even on the semi-annually period. These cash flow help us in our spending. Just like we have a spending capital we want to spend on our regular household expenses. Now, now let's understand why it is important to have a financial plan. Being a structured and created by a professional, it helps individuals in managing their finances while controlling their unusual expenses or discretionary expenses like spending too much on entertainment or on items which is of no use. Financial planning is efficient and effective portfolio management. Even financial planning helps any individual in managing their portfolio. These portfolios are not limited to only equity investment. These portfolio helps in diversifying their risk. Besides, financial planning helps in building a clear focus goals. Just like we have a goal of we want to purchase a property after 5 years of 5 years in India. These are the goals which helps a financial plan even to the clients to build a goal which is clear and focused. Financial planning helps in suggesting strategies to make our money works. We are always working here for earning some money. But with the help of financial plan, we let us know ourselves that what are the things we need to make sure that our money works for us. Financial planning help us in reducing and diversifying our risk related to market fluctuations, currency fluctuations, or taxation issues. Thus, financial planning helps analyze in all such things. Financial planning makes all our financial issues and all our financial investments everything at one place. With financial planning we can track our all investments, we can track where we are paying too much taxes, we can check whether we are planning for our estate planning over how much property we are investing in. Everything we can do with our financial planning. Financial planning also help us in building our legacy. It can also help us in planning for our successors. Even financial planning is one of indirectly benefit us in reducing our stress. Reducing our stresses means with financial plan we can not only track our expenses but we can also make sure our life is being working on a track towards our goal, whatever goals we are having. Sorry. Now we have understood what are the importance of financial plan. Now we need to make sure that who will help us in guiding the same. NRI came across a lot of bank, relationship managers, mutual fund distributors, stockbrokers or relationship manager, or even tax planners or robo advisors, or either appointed their bank's relationship manager. So who will help any NRI or any individual in planning for their finances, even for making a financial plan. There is always an expert. Thus, they need an expert who will help them in all such things. These experts are known as financial planner. These experts either can be a fee-based financial planner or a fee-only financial planner. Financial planner helps NRI in planning for their goals, thus converting their dreams into monetary terms and suggests them appropriate investment options available in India, which will help them in achieving their goals. Thus, there are following investment options which can opt with proper guidance from the financial planner. But from a financial planner, they have the expertise, knowledge. They helps you in preparing for your life financial plan. They are very cost efficient. If we for even any individual or an owner, if they are going through an every broker or bank relationship, they are actually paying too much in terms of their commission. Thus, financial planners they charge a fee for their services. Thus, they are very cost efficient. They manage their portfolio. They act as a guide or coach. They are just like a financial friend who builds a long-term relationship. They keep on checking our regular portfolio. Thus, we need not to worry about every time what we are spending and what we investing. The financial planners even they provide sometimes provide a very good efficient allocation strategies which can help us in building wealth. Now for an NRI, there are following investment options available. But before that, let's understand how can an NRI invest in India and which accounts they can open. There are certain three accounts which any NRI can open. Second. Currency. There are three accounts: NRI account, NRO account, and FCNR account. NR account is non-residential ordinary account, NRI account or non-residential external account, and FCRNR foreign convertible non-resident account. These accounts are rupee denominated NRE and NRO account, while FCNR accounts can be denominated either in US dollar, Japanese dollar, or Canadian dollar, Australian dollar. Who can open account? NRI can open NRE account also. Even NRO account also can be opened by NRE also. While even resident becoming NRI can also open NRO account. The major benefit of having NRO and NRE account is that in NRE account, NRI can hold overseas savings which can be remitted to India after a INR conversion, Indian rate conversion, while in NRO account, NRIs can only hold income which they earn in India, like dividend from shares, rent, or any other interest from their deposits, and many other things. Even NRE account helps any NRI to transfer from one account to another NRE account, NRO account, or even resident account. Whereas in NRO account, NRE can transfer funds to only NRO and resident accounts only. Deposit of funds rupee guaranteed fund generated in India. Yeah, in NRE account you can not deposit funds which are generated in India, while in NRO account you can deposit your Indian funds, Indian currency. NRE accounts, whatever income you earn in NRE accounts, they are tax free. while in NRO account, the income you have to pay as per the income tax slab. Whenever an NRI turns into a resident, their account like NRE, NRO, or any other FCNR account, all of them are converted into resident account also, subject to terms and conditions. Now let's move ahead with investment avenues for the NRI. Being an NRI, they have a lot of investment avenues, but the major avenues which they can invest in, these are direct equity or into directly investing into equity market or stock market, or either opting for a mutual funds through SIP or lump sum mode, or they can opt for alternative investment funds or local investment opportunities like investing in a startup or investing their venture, opting for any MLM company or direct selling companies, or they can invest in real estate through buying a property in India. These investment options have their own limitations and benefits which they need to consult to their financial planner before investing in any of them. Besides investments, NRI also comes across one of the major issues, that is tax planning, where they either consult to their CAs or do it themselves. Having a proper planning for taxes is again an important part of financial planning, thus need proper action and guidance for the same. Generally, any resident Indian becomes NRI once they crosses the following criteria. If the any Indian resident is residing in India for more than 182 days, they are considered as a resident Indian. If they are not residing in India more than 182 days in the current financial year, then they are about to become an NRI. These are the major criteria which have been picturized through a simple example. Has the person lived in India for 182 days or more in current financial year? If no, is the person living in India for 60 days or more in current financial year, gets income in current financial year and stays in India for 365 days or more in last 4 years? If no, is the person employed in any other country, or is the person a crew member of Indian ship in India greater than 182 in current year? No. Then Indian citizen of PIO India during the financial year for 182 days or more. If not, then he is also a non-resident. Let's understand it with simple example, with common example which most of NRI come across. An NRI has a house in Delhi and he wants to sell it and buy a house in United States. Are the capital gains taxable? No. Whatever gain he's been getting, it will not be taxable if it is a long-term gain, being an NRI. Singapore NRI working since 8 years. Let's understand with another example. Singapore NRI working since 8 years. Gift a car to parents in India. Is the gift taxable? No. Whatever gifts they are gifting to their relatives specified in a documentary manner, they are not being taxed. Let's understand with another example. Dubai NRI invested in Indian FD. Is the interest earned taxable? It depends on the types of account, which type of account the NRI is holding. Interest on a non-resident ordinary account, interest on a resident account is fully taxable if there is his resident account. Interest earned on NRI account is non-taxable. Interest earned from deposit in FCNR account is exempt from tax. Another question is, NRI wants to buy a car in India without taking a loan and using funds from NRI account. Is there any tax? No tax implication will be there. If the NRI is gifted, then he need to document it properly for the specified relative, whether it's being a blood relative or any other relation. They need to specify it while purchasing any gift, as gifting in India to relative is exempted from tax. Now, for let's understand with 9 key points which every NRI has to consider before investing in India, or those who are about to become an NRI. When opening a new NRO or NRE account, or for which bank has branches in your residence, which bank charges less transaction fee on payment transfer services, consider customer as a privileged customer. Look out the bank which provides the services. Even look for the additional benefit. If they are providing you credit card points or a debit card points on every purchasing on online item or something. Before becoming an AI, you need to do one of the most important thing is you need to get your KYC done as soon as you can, because it will help you in making your investments in India. You can, if you are investing in mutual fund, one of the good options that you can have, you can do it online for free. Another point that you have to consider while becoming an NRI or about to become an NRI, you need to buy an insurance, either for travel insurance and a term plan. Travel insurance will help you for the travel expenses. Even though one of the foremost thing that you need to consider is you don't need to get lured by any returns on any insurance plan. If you're being getting some return over investment insurance, then you are doing an investment, not taking an insurance cover. Take a note of this point very clearly. Another thing is get a power of attorney done. If you have not done it, do it. It will help you in making your transactions in India from your trusted ones. Because you being in another country and doing it from local resident, you might face a lot of issues. For trading in equity or getting into direct investment into stock market in India, you need to open a PIS account. So open a PIS account, portfolio investment scheme account, or which we can call it a demat account. For NRIs, it comes as a PIS account. You can open it, but yeah, for the foremost thing is look for the broker who offers less brokerage, and you don't have to go for the lot of paperwork while opening such account. Because being an NRI, you might come across a situation where you have to do a lot of paperwork, even for every transactions or every trade you made on equity. So look for options where you don't have to do a lot of paperwork. Or one of the important thing is being an NRI, you can open only one PIS account. Thus, you can only open one Demat account if you are an NRI. Let's continue with another point. Before becoming an NRI, or if you are about to becoming an NRI, you need to open your PPF account. Because once you become an NRI, you cannot open your PPF account. That is a provident fund account. You might not getting a lot of taxable income. Another point that you need to go, you have to convert all your fixed deposit savings to NRO savings account. That soon you will be getting a lot of benefits in terms of deposits also. And one of the interesting thing, you can make gifts to your relative as being a resident investor, and being an NRI, you are exempt from the tax of 50,000 also. Tax beyond limit of 50,000 if you are making gifts to your relatives. Also, you can, as an NRI or a resident individual, you don't need to pay taxes on your dividend earned. Thus, you can also make your income a side income or a passive income from the dividend also. With this, here comes we an end to the webinar. If you guys have any doubts, you can ask me. I'll be there to answer such possible question if I can. Any doubts related to financial planning for NRIs? Because there are a lot of NRI who might come across such issues regarding their demat accounts or investment in India or over their brokers also. Sorry. Further, if you are an NRI or even looking for a financial planner to make your financial plan, or you can contact me also directly at trade.investiture@gmail.com. I'll be there to help you out with the financial plan also. I think I have no such question. There are the following services which I provide over the financial plan. You can ask your doubt for free anytime to me also. If you are not opting for a financial plan or if you're looking for such options, you can contact to me directly, or you can opt for a basic financial plan. I'll be charging only fee only for the services, so you don't need to worry about like I'm getting commission over it or not. You might getting a lot of benefit over these things. So any other doubts, any other question if you guys have, so I'll be leaving out with this thing. Thank you and happy investing. Investiture, your personal financial planner. But before that, I look like I'm getting a lot of questions over it. I have a demat account and trading account opened 10 years back before becoming an NRI. Okay. We have another question from Ram. Okay. Okay, Ram, you have to convert it to a PIS account as being you have become an NRI. You need to convert it to your PIS account. Okay. Can I get your mail ID? Okay, you can get my mail ID himpriyachandra. You can contact to me at trade.investiture@gmail.com. Or is there any doubt? No? So I'll be just signing off. Thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye, guys.